You think I'm mad, don't you?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't sleep last night for thinking about all this, and it's not even my problem.
Well, maybe you should stop thinking of it as a problem, because it's not.
Are you trying to convince Maria, me or you?
You know, every time he closes his eyes, I keep thinking he's going to shout her name.
Don't you think you should talk to him? Tell him what happened, what he said. Then you'll know.
Know what?
Whether it was just some ramblings from a bloke who was delirious, or whether deep down in here he loves her.
I can't. Michelle, no one has ever loved me before. I don't want Liam to be like all the rest.
Come here. Listen, go and get a breath of fresh air. Right? You don't want him to see you like this. It's the last thing he needs.
Okay.
Our family always marry young. My mum and dad, our Paul and Cruella, you. I thought I'd be the man about town for a few years yet, but...
Well, you're hardly over the hill just yet, are you, Liam?
In the olden days, I'd be considered a geriatric bachelor. Folk could talk about Michelle, I'd get a reputation.
Yeah, but in the olden days, everybody was about 3'2". In Tudor times, doors were the size of cat flaps.
Did your Dean feel trapped when you had Ryan? Sorry, like.
Well, we were just kids, weren't we? It was an adventure, but, yeah, he did. All them nights he'd go out raving with Woody and Gaps and all that lot from the estate. That was him breaking down the prison walls, really.
I never thought.
Listen, you know, if you're feeling trapped, then maybe you just need to stop and take a breather.
What do you mean?
I mean, don't go running into something that you might live to regret.
What would I regret?
Hello, getting married.
I love the bones offer, I just feel a bit weird, that's all. It's probably the morphine.
Well, you might tell me to mind my own business if you like.
Remember Danny Garside used to drink in the Iron, and he was with that Colette, and we thought it was Arts and Flowers, and he walked out on her?
Yeah, the day after she gave birth to their second daughter.
How much did we slag him off for that?
Well, I was practically sticking pins in a doll of him. So what you saying? That you know how he feels now?
A bit. But at least I love Maria.
You do?
Of course.
Oh, hiya. I'm inquiring about a patient of yours called Liam Connor. Yeah, look, you see, I've helped for you before and I just ended up getting cut off, so I'll tell you what. Why don't you go and find out how he is, come back to me, don't put me on hold and just tell me, yeah? Hello?
Mrs. Connor, I have certain issues about the toilet paper in the ladies' lavatory. Kelly was very funny. She said it was like Clint Eastwood because it takes no...
Vicky, do I really look as if I'm in the mood to discuss the quality of our bog roll with you?
Now you come to mention it.
No. Maybe you should learn to cross your legs till home time and then stop treating this job like one big trip to the Kazi.
That's a very pretty dress.
Get out, Vicky.
Colour suits you.
David, if I may be so bold, what are you doing?
I read it in a magazine that if you, like, do an handstand, well, then all blood rushes to your head and it sort of, like, increases your brain power for the rest of the day.
Okay.
So, what's for tea then tonight?
I don't know. Is there anything you particularly fancy?
Yeah, I fancy like a big blowout spag ball.
Big blowout spag ball it is. You gonna be late for work?
Day off.
All right for some. You'll call me if you need anything, won't you?
Don't you worry about me, me old China.
Dad,
What?
I want you to have this. It's my mate Poverty History bracelet, and it'll bring you good luck because I've kissed it 10 times, made a wish.
Cheers. Cheers, love.
That's lovely, Sophie. You're a good girl.
Hiya.
Have you read Animal Farm?
No. Why? Is that any good?
Right, didn't tell you quick.
Do you want a drink then, or what?
Make it a large one. And then I'm going to tell you about the dangers of a naive working class.
Do you want it with lemonade, or maybe I could...
Hurry up, David!
Hiya. I'd really like a nice joint of beef, please. Something to feed 3 people. Don't worry, I'm not eating it.
She does. What's it today?
Sentencing, I know.
Why haven't you gone?
Do you know what, Kirk? Why don't you just hurry up with that joint? Being in a room full of dead carcasses is making me want to throw.
Why aren't you there supporting him? You only get one, Dad.
Do you know what? Why don't you just stick your joint somewhere painful and make a nut roast instead? And yesterday, right, a girl in maths class dashed this card. Shot for Jazz Binder or something. Well, anyway, a boyfriend finished them up in front of the whole class. It was so funny.
Well, that's not very nice, Sophie, is it, laughing at somebody else's misfortune?
Yeah, well, she's minging.
It's called Schadenfreude.
And she wrote in Alicia Marie's rough book that my dad was a soap dodging prison pants.
Well, I hope she has a lifetime of misery, little cow.
Here's Ashley, Dad.
All right, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, thanks for coming. Nice one.
Didn't like to think of Sally sitting on her own while you're at dock.
We'll all be in the pub by dinner time, laughing about this.
Kevin, we need to go in.
Right.
Hey, we'll be getting you a pint at dinner time and a chaser.
Mama needs a look.
We're fine now, come on.
So that's it, really. Once the doc's happy with me and everything's signed off, I can be discharged.
Today? Oh, that's brilliant.
Are you all right? You seem a bit...
A bit what?
I'm going to be all right, you know.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I don't know how to say this. You know, when you had your fall?
Who is it?
Carla.
You better go outside. You're not supposed to have them on the wards.
Oh, look, I'll just leave it.
She'll be worried.
Hello?
Maria, at last.
Hey, Carla.
Listen, I am sorry to bother you, but I just wondered how he was. Uh-huh. Right. Well, did they say when they were going to let him out?
Well, it's not going to be for a couple of days yet. Look, I'm not really supposed to have my phone on in the hospital, so I'll see you when we get back, yeah?
Yeah, try.
Hello. I've come to take you away from all this. How do you fancy lunch? A nice little tapas bar in noontime.
My knight in shining Armani.
Mr. Webster, I've thought long and hard about your case. Now, you've committed a very serious offence, and I see no alternative but to send you to prison for a total period of 28 days.
What?
Now, unless you are released on supervision, you will serve half your sentence in custody. If, after your release, but before the end of the period covered by the sentence, you commit a further offence, you may be ordered to return to custody to serve the balance of the original sentence. This may be in addition to any new punishment for that new offence. Any time you have spent on remand in custody in connection with the offence will count as part of the sentence to be served, unless it has already been counted. Do you understand? Mr. Webster, do you understand?
Yeah.
Take him down.
Look after your mum.
I can't do this.
Look after your mum for me, promise me, Sophie.